Hello and welcome. This is Flavia and I'm glad you're here. Today I have a very special video for you. In this channel, I'm usually posting card making or crafty tip videos, but today I have something different for you. On my last trip to Brazil, my wonderful grandma gave me this folder with all of her handmade note cards. She handmade all of these note cards about 40 years ago and I feel so honored to have them. This was the best gift ever and I thought I would share it with you. Since her folder is kind of old, I will transfer all of her note cards to a brand new binder and I will show you the process for organizing these note cards as well as give you a closer look at each one of them. There are a lot of pages missing and that is because she gave some note cards to friends and family members, and actually I was one of them. A few years ago, after I moved to the USA, she mailed me these green note cards, so I will put it back with the other ones. I will start by removing all of these note cards from this binder and later I will sort them out and place them into plastic sleeves. Unfortunately, she used tape to keep these note cards in place, but with time the tape darkened and ended up staining the note cards. That is why most of them have a brown stain. I don't really have memories about seeing her making these note cards or even seeing this folder before, but it does feel familiar and I'm pretty sure I did, I just can't remember it. She can't really remember all of the details that went into making these note cards, but they are very lightweight and the front has a clear vellum layer. She traced all of these images on a piece of vellum with a pen and added color with coloring pencils. She said she used to ask a friend or neighbor, I think, to write the sentiments for her because her handwriting was not as pretty. She said that she did not have any special tools to create these piecing patterns except for one that she created by taping a needle to the end of a note pen so she could poke one hole at a time. Aside from this handmade tool that she created, she also had a pair of microtip scissors that she used to use to cut the vellum to create patterns to the front panels or to cut out the vellum to make flowers or even to create these fancy borders. It really amazes me how she was able to add so much details with so little. Every once in a while, when I FaceTime her, she will ask me if I have already made a note card like hers, and I shamefully say no every time, so I really need to hurry up and make one. The problem is that nowadays, we are so spoiled with stamping tools and die cutting machines, and the thought of poking one hole at a time with a needle does not sit well with me. I have actually tried once or twice, but with no success. It did not turn out as beautiful as hers. Even though I love techniques that require a lot of patience, such as assembling very small die-cut pieces, I'm not sure I'm ready for this yet. But I do think I will be one day. I can actually see this being a very relaxing project as long as you're in the right mood. I don't know what type of glue she used, but she did an amazing job not letting it show through the vellum, and she loved to add some sparkle to her projects by using glitter. Aside from making note cards, she also used to paint on fabrics and do embroidery. She will be 90 years old in July this year, and maybe in person, when I go to see her on her birthday, she will be able to give me more details about these note cards. I think that my grandma's note cards go to show that we don't really need all of the tools, stamps and die sets that there are to create beautiful projects. We can create something really beautiful with very little as long as we put our heart into it. I will let the music play as I finish organizing these note cards, and I thank you for stopping by today. If you're interested, make sure to visit my blog for pictures of some of her note cards. I hope you have an amazing day, take care and see you next time.